All right, welcome back, everybody. Appreciate you letting us take a little break there and trying to get situated. We're going to go to the phone lines, and also want to go back to that floodgate shot in Golden Meadow, because it looks like that water has come down a little bit on the outside the flood protection system. So we're going to show you that. And if that's the case, I know it's low tide. That would mean that the falling tide is overpowering the wind, which in these situations, especially in a hurricane, it's hard for low tide to overpower anything. So as that tide falls, as you can see the whaler on the right side, and if you're wondering what I'm talking about for whaler people, it's that creosote boards on the right side. The water was almost to the top of that bottom board a few hours ago. It's about 8 inches less than that now. So that would mean that there are indications that that water is flowing back out, which would be excellent. And if we could get this thing out of here, which is moving 8 miles per hour now, and that's a good sign also. If we could go to the map, Jay, showing the circulation, showing it trying to move further northeast for that matter, that would be a good indication for all of us. There you see it. It's moving. It's the circulation. Just follow. Let me go to it again just to show you. Follow this area. It ends up here. Or better than that. Follow it along the stick. Follow the circulation as it moves up. So it's moving. See, that's why we use the stick as a reference. It's moving right up along. Right here. So regardless of how much it's moved, it's really changing the winds now. They're not due south in Terrebonne Parish and Lafourche Parish anymore. They're coming out southwest. Pretty soon they're going to come out the west. And when this thing moves past, they're going to come out the northwest. And as it moves further, they're going to come out the north. So it's a progression that we have to watch, and we will continue to watch for you right here on the set. Sergeant Kyle Falk joins me again. We'll take some phone calls. Anything new that you have, Kyle?
Yeah, Martin, we have a couple updates. They've went ahead and shut down Concord Bypass regarding the high water issue. There's also water starting.
Kyle real quick.
Water starting to get on Woodlawn Ranch Road, and it's reached the fog line. We have a wreck at Lee and Bond, so we're asking citizens to stay away from that area. Also use an alternate route regarding Woodlawn Ranch Road to prevent any water from being pushed into homes. There's also some drain issue on Payne Street, and that's about all we have. And once again, thanks to our dispatchers who are keeping me informed. They're grinding away in dispatch, handling all these calls, Martin.
All right, so back to Concord again. What was it? The water was rising?
The water's rising back at Concord, so they've gone ahead and shut that area down, and Sergeant Beatty with the police department is monitoring that as we speak.
But they'll go sandbag Concord if they have to.
If need be, the parish is on top of it. They will close that gap off.
And that's part of the thing that Mr. Claudia was talking about. I own the property, just for full disclosure, around there, and sold them some land, but gave them a whole bunch of land to complete that levee around the whole thing. So that ought to protect that in years to come anyway. All right, here we go. Back to the phone lines. HTV, welcome to the program. Go ahead, please. Hello, you there?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm calling about if y'all have any body around Watershed by the marina, if y'all have pictures.
Yeah, we showed some pictures earlier, but we have a camera crew out right now with Reggie Dupre, and we should be receiving some video hopefully in short order so we can show everything that they have.
All right, because my sister has a camper over there, like in Watershed by the marina.
Right.
She was supposed to be going to get it yesterday, but her daughter had a baby and had complications, so we couldn't get back up there. They were just wondering how it was, how it was over there.
Well, it's got some water now. We had Timmy Fungi from Pointe-au-Chien Marina tell us earlier that you said a camper or a camp?
It's a camper.
Yeah, he said that some of those campers did get some water in it, so I'm not sure where yours is at. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it may have a little water in it.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Okay, take care of yourself.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. HTV, welcome to Bayou Time. You're on. Go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. I live in Chauvin, a mobile home. Could you tell me if it'd be safe to go back home if the weather's over with?
Well, the weather's not over with, but I don't think anyone who lives in a mobile home is in jeopardy of the mobile home blowing away with these types of winds. It's just, you know, if you're in safer territory, you know, you may not want to leave. You may want to hunker down. But if you're dying to get back to home, which, you know, I understand some people are, I have Sergeant Falk here. I don't think any of the roads are impassable going that way, are they?
Where's it at in Chauvin?
Chauvin? Yeah.
I did see a spot earlier where some water appeared to be near the fog line. But if there's no reason to travel there now, I would say it'd be safe to wait till later on this afternoon.
Yeah.
So
You
we
might
can
want to
get
wait a little bit.
Okay.
You know, the winds are shifting. It seems like the winds are going to be shifting a little bit in a little while if this thing continues to move at 8 miles an hour. So you might want to wait till you get more of that southwest and then that westerly flow instead of south.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
HTV, welcome to the program. You're on. Go ahead, please.
Yes, I live down by you, Dularge, and I was calling to see if it was okay if we still stay at home or should we evacuate?
Which part of Bayou Delage do you live in?
Right at the beginning, I live on Porsche Lane.
Okay, yeah, I think you should be you live in the beginning on the higher end of it.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you should be fine, but I mean, I'm going to have Reggie Dupree on in a little while to give me an update on those areas, so make sure you're watching, and he's gonna give you some information on that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. HTV, welcome to the program. What's your question?
Thank God for you all. Man, everything is wonderful.
This Miss Sarah?
Of course,
Hi,
and
you-
I've been trying to catch up with y'all.
How you doing, Miss Sarah?
Y'all don't care about me.
Oh, we love you. You know that.
Well, I love y'all. Y'all know that too.
I know that. I know that.
Mhm. Please be aware that I love y'all.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, you're doing okay. You sound like you're happy.
No, I was in a wreck. No, I'm not okay, but I'll be all right after a while.
Yeah.
I'll be good and all right after a while.
Yeah, you want to get this weather past you, don't you?
Oh, of course, and then again, I'm waiting. I'm just waiting.
I know, but it's going to pass. You just got to give it a little time. I promise
All right, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. My patient is right here.
you. All right, it's good to hear your voice.
Okay, well, it's good to hear your voice. Okay, but tell all of you people there, I appreciate everything y'all doing.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you very much.
Okay, with love.
All right, Miss Sarah. I hadn't heard from Miss Sarah in a while, but she sounds like she's doing okay. HTV, welcome to Bayou Time. You're on. Go ahead, please.
Yes, hi. I'm not calling about the weather or anything, but do you remember the movie The Nutriman?
I remember it. I made it.
I know you did. I was in it. And I see Vernon sitting there, too. I was the waitress at the Ramada Inn at that time.
I'll be doggone.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago.
I know.
Hey, Lord. So
That was fun, though.
So what are you saying? You saw me and Vernon on the same news desk, and you automatically thought Nutrient Man.
Yeah. But you know, they changed it in China, I think it was, to the, I forgot the name of it now. Something monster. But I mean, I can't remember the name
Yeah,
of
they
it.
changed it to the Coppersaw Creature,
Yeah.
and then it was
Ah,
Terror.
yeah,
Then it was
that.
then it was Terror in the Swamp.
Yeah, that's it. Terror in the Swamp. I had located a video of it. I loaned it to somebody and never got it back.
But you know why they changed it? Because nobody anywhere else knew what a nutria was. But anyway, everybody probably knows what a nutria is now, you know.
Yeah. But I'm in Montague, and I don't even have water in my yard.
Well, good.
Yeah.
I think, you know, for the most part, I think it looks like the water's dropping steadily on the southern part. We want to keep that going. The winds are going to start shifting out, and we're just glad the system is moving now.
Okay. But I live like on Montague Street, and we never had any water accumulate even underneath the carport.
Okay, well, that's a good thing.
There sure is.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you calling and appreciate you remembering Nutria Man.
Yes.
All righty.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
HTV, welcome to the program. You're on. Go ahead, please.
Hello.
Hey, you're on.
Well, I live in Dulard, and I saw a lot of water.
Yeah, you got some, depending on where you live in Dularge. Do you live south of the marina or north of the marina?
I think so.
Yeah, you can have a little water, but hopefully you'll start getting some relief and it'll start moving out, and we'll try to get these winds shifted. Look at Cocodrie, for example, as we show you this. No water in the parking lot, so that tide is moving out, and doesn't look like the tide was shaking a whole bunch like it was a while ago, so hopefully that's a good sign. Okay?
Okay.
Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
You too.
HTV, welcome to the program. You're on. Go ahead.
You gotta be kidding me.
What you need?
I'm on.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Well, do you know who you're talking to?
I do not.
I don't guess you would. My daughter was in your class at Vanderbilt.
Come on.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm hearing it on the TV. This is Ruth Rochelle.
Miss Ruth, how are you doing?
Well, I've been watching you forever, and I've tried to get you, I don't know how many times, but I've never done it. So I was sitting here watching, and I thought, well, let me try again. And darn if I didn't get you.
I'll be doggone. You been okay, Miss Ruth?
I'm still here.
Well, that's a good thing, huh?
Yeah, pretty good. No, I wanted to tell you, y'all are doing a great job with this.
Oh, well, thank
the
you.
pictures and all that y'all give, it helps everybody feel safer, I think.
Well, I appreciate it. We're trying our best. It's just information makes people calmer. They just want to see things and they want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
And how's Patricia doing?
Oh, well, she's fine.
Well,
She called me
good.
last night. I'm surprised she didn't come in, but she's living in Baton Rouge, you know.
Yeah, I know.
And her daughter just left and went to college. So
Yeah.
she's by herself over there.
Well, I've seen her a couple of times over the last couple of years, so she's
Oh, I know.
she was always bubbly. She got that from you, huh?
I don't know. She got it for sure. But I really wanted to tell you that I appreciate being able to watch you because it's great. You handle things good. I like your little stick when you put it up there. we laughed at the last time you used it. It was a ruler.
Yeah, it's morphed over the years, but it still has the same principle, you know.
You do good. You figure it out really well.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it, Miss Ruth.
Okay.
Well, look, I'm glad. It's good to hear from you again.
Good. Well, I'll try again one of these days.
Take care, Miss Ruth.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
HTV, welcome to the program. You're on. Go ahead, please.
Hey, my name is Tia, and we live on St. Louis Street. And I want to know, and we stay in a mobile home, and I want to know if we have to evacuate.
No, you're going to be fine, okay? You don't have to for this one, especially as it moves on. The winds are going to start to diminish a little bit, but you're going to be in good shape.
So Raceland is all right?
Yeah, you're going to be fine in Raceland. You're going
All
to get a
right,
little
thanks.
rain. You're going to get a little rain here and there, so don't get alarmed when you see it. Okay?
Is the wind going to blow, right?
Yeah, but it's going to blow, but you're going to be fine. You don't have to leave for this one, okay?
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. And there's a shot of Grand Isle right now. So, Jay, if you could show me, and I'm going to come right back to the phone lines, but show me the map with the feeder bands so that I can just let people know. There you see it right there now. As that storm, let's keep it on here because I want to explain this. It's important that everybody understand this. As this as this moves in, okay, as you see the circulation move in, the whole storm shifts, the whole feeder band shifts. So Homa's going to be on the outer portion of these feeder bands, but then it's going to shift over. And then Lafourche is going to be on the outer part of these feeder bands. And then it's going to continue to shift over to where Grand Isle's on the outer end of the feeder bands. But look at Morgan City. Morgan City's in pretty good shape right now. But as it comes up, depending on what's on that tail end, which doesn't seem to be like a whole heck of a lot, then Morgan City, Labadeville, Napoleonville are starting to have better conditions. Then Homa is going to start having better conditions, and then it's going to gradually move east. So that's important to keep that in mind. All we needed this thing to do was move, and it's moving at 8 miles per hour, which is a good thing. So let's keep that in mind. HTV, welcome to the program. Go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. This is Travis Lee. I was calling to just let y'all know how good of a job y'all doing on covering everything. I mean, y'all giving us more information of our area than what any other channels are, including our local channel, Channel 5.
We appreciate it. And once again, just to let you know, we are on Vision Communications. They put our channel on, and we do have an agreement. They allow us to do our thing. They know we're going to inform you. They're more of a cable system. We are a TV station, so we do respect the fact that they put us on their system and allow us to do it. So we sort of are covering their area for them. They're in the cable and communications business, and we're more in the information business. So we do work with them on that.
Okay, well, that was something that I didn't even know about. But yeah, it's greatly appreciated. I like how y'all did the cameras by the floodgates and go to Meta. I have family that live where y'all showing the camera views at and go to Meta. So we just wanted to let y'all know y'all doing a great job and it's greatly appreciated.
Well, we appreciate the fact that you appreciate us, so thank you.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. HTV, welcome to our program. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Martin?
Yes.
This is Gerald Barr. I camped down past Woodrow Canal.
Okay.
No, 56 was open all the way down.
Well, I can let you know that in a little while, Gerald, because we're going to have a camera crew coming in, and we're also going to have Reggie Dupre coming in. But I can also get Sergeant Kyle Falk to maybe get some information from the emergency office and let you know if Boudreaux Canal South would be open.
All right, I appreciate it.
Okay, and I'll get him to check on that right now, and that's the good thing about having him right on the set. We could get some pretty quick answers.
All right, Mark, I appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. HTV, welcome to the program. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, we live in Ashland, so we got about 2 foot of water in our yard.
Yeah, now, you know Ashland.
Ashland's out in the back of the mini market store.
Yeah, we've covered Ashland quite a bit over the years. How's your mobile home off the ground?
It's about 4 foot off the ground. We got about 2 foot more before the water comes in it.
Yeah, but it's not going to get in it.
You don't think?
No, because I think the water's going to start moving out. It's going to start shifting, as you can see here.
I know my lawnmower went underwater.
Well, I know lawnmowers are short, though.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're gonna. I mean, it's a little harrowing at times to see water all around you.
Yeah.
But keep in mind that this system is moving now. Those winds are going to shift, and I think you're going to be out those rain bands in short order. So just give it a little time, and you'll see that water start to recede in a few hours.
Okay, that's good. How you been?
I've been good. How you doing?
All right. You're not eating no raw oysters, huh?
Oh, every now and then I love raw oysters.
I shook some half shells for you already.
Your voice sounds so. I remember that.
Huh?
Yeah. Your voice is bringing back the memories.
Yep.
I appreciate that. Those were some good oysters.
Okay, Mr. Martin, you're doing a good job.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. And I'm told, is this Joey? Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, we have Joey Cehan, a Councilman of Terrebonne Parish. And Joey, I'm glad you called because you could give me some good pertinent information that some of the callers are calling in about. It seems like the water levels outside of the Golden Meadow floodgate are dropping possibly due to the tide and the fact that this storm is starting to move a little north and the winds are shifting a little bit. What are you finding in your neck of the woods and Chauvin areas like that?
Well, Councilman Aber and I just got back from trying to get to Cocodrie. We couldn't get past the water tower. The water was coming over 56 from west to east. It wasn't coming from Bayou Lilcaya like it normally does when we have a system coming from the east. With the system west of us, we're getting water over the highway from the ship channel side of the highway, if you will.
Right, correct. Now let me ask you this: did you see a lot of homes in danger, or did you see businesses in danger? What did you see?
There was a few businesses on the bayou side in Chauvin that had water in them. No homes that we noticed, no homes at all had any water in it. The pump systems, Bayou Neuf, Clinton Street, and Oleander were all at a 0 or a minus on the insides, which is excellent. And it was just, like I said, when we got further south, past the floodgates and what have you, is where we saw water coming over the road. Where
on the floodgates, Joey, in that area, did you see a decrease in the floodgate level on the outside of the protection system?
Yeah, we only had about a 6-inch differential at Boudreaux Canal, which was very good. I know it was still high in the Montague side. They said it was around 5 foot on the Montague side, but it was about a 6-inch differential, and looked like it was falling.
Yeah, but that tells me it's falling west to east, I guess. But it's starting to, maybe the tide, maybe the winds aren't strong enough to keep the tide from moving out too.
Correct. Yeah, because it was kind of hard to get a good reading on the staff gauges at Boudreaux Canal, because you had about a 1 to 2 foot chop up against the floodgate.
Yeah, what would you say the winds are?
The winds are probably holding at around 20, 25 down in the Cocodrie area.
Yeah, and we're looking at a Cocodrie shot right now, and you're probably right, because the tide was not moving. But when you don't have winds to keep the tide from falling out, the tide's going to fall out, and that's good. I think at one point, Reggie and them are really monitoring those floodgates. At one point, when it drops enough, they can crank them open.
Right, just like we did yesterday, right before lunch, when it dropped enough and they opened it up, it helped get a lot of that water out of that Chauvin area, get it off the highway.
But compared to yesterday, what is Highway 56 from Wolf's Pharmacy to the VFW compared today to yesterday?
It was lower today. You could still see the debris line on the roadside from yesterday, so it was a lot lower today. Still high, but lower than it was yesterday.
Yeah, but that's all those people want to see. They want to see progress, I guess. So,
yeah.
I guess all in all, this system worked pretty good, didn't it?
Yeah, we had a good bit of water coming up against the Ward 7 levees, which gave us a good little test run on that levee system since we got it in place. And I'm very satisfied with the system, I got to tell you. And all of our pumps, everything's working fine. And just to give you a little update on the northern part of my district, in the Roberta Grove area, Acadia Land, Tara, Troy Street, the industrial pump, Ashland pump, and Woodlawn pump, everything's working fine. No problems on that end. So we're very pleased with it, and we're just praying that the storm continues moving and we can get that wind to switch over to the north.
Well, Joey, I certainly appreciate the fact that you've been calling us up and giving us information. It's invaluable to us here as a station. I know you've been out there, but I got to give credit where credit is due. You know, we don't ever endorse anybody running or get on anybody's bandwagon, but you have supplied us with a lot of information, and we do appreciate it.
Well, we're glad we can do it, Martin, and thank y'all for y'all hard work and your crew. I know y'all been working some long hours, and we appreciate it.
Okay,
I'm sure
Joe.
the public appreciates it, too.
Well, thank you, Joey. Take care of yourself.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Bye-bye. HTV, welcome to Bayou Time. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Hello, Martin.
Yes.
Hey, how you doing? I just want to tell you we appreciate everything. I live right here before the Golden Meadow floodgates, like right at the floodgates. I just seen a bunch of energy trucks going down, pulling the big air boats, and power poles and everything. I was wondering if you knew what's going on down there.
Well, I'm sure they've got some power poles that are down. I'm sure they're trying to get, those utility companies always working to get that going. And now that the winds seem to be a little more cooperative, I'm sure they're going to make a run at trying to make some repairs and everything else.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, well, just want to tell you we appreciate the big coverage and everything.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, yeah.
Bye-bye. HTV, as we look at a shot of Grand Isle, looks fairly calm in Grand Isle, but go ahead, you're on the air.
Hey, this is Tia. I was wondering if I have to worry about LaRose, Cutoff, and Golden Meadow, and Fouchon.
Okay. Well, the latest we've heard, we just got to keep an eye on Bayou Lafourche, but I got to make sure that it seems to me that some of those water levels are decreasing on the outside of the floodgate. Therefore, I would assume that the next time I talk to Miss Randolph or Wendell Curall or somebody of that nature, maybe it's a good sign that Bayou Lafourche, some of that stress off of Bayou Lafourche will also be relieved of some of that stress. And I think you ought to be in fairly good shape. Of course, if anything happens and that changes, we will let you know. And I'm sure Miss Randolph would be on the phone with me immediately, and so would Wendell Curall. So no news at this point also to me would be pretty good news at this point.
Well, that's what I was asking, but thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. HTV, you're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Martin.
Yes.
Yeah, I live on Bayou Blue, 43 Hosea.
Okay.
Skyline.
Okay.
And my house flooded, and I heard Miss Charlotte Randolph talking earlier, but I never seen no parish official or no parish employees or nothing come down here and see what's going on. My yard is like a lake.
All right, so you're on the Lafourche side of Bayou Blue.
Yes, sir.
And what is your yard like a lake, or is your water in your house?
I got water in my house, plus my yard is still like a lake. It's,
okay, are you by, is it Lake Long Drive?
No, sir. 243 Hosea Skyline.
Okay, all right. And
I didn't see no parish officials come around here and no parish employees to do nothing.
Well, let me ask you this: how many homes are on that street?
Two. We got like about 50, 60 homes down here, but as far as I know, we got 3 of them that's flooded.
And are y'all on the tail end of the street?
Halfway down.
All right, yeah, so they probably, some of those subdivisions, when they design them, they got to drain them somewhere, so y'all probably on the low end.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, they said that they were going to try to do something for us, but I ain't never seen nothing done.
Well, I'll ask Miss Randolph. She's going to call me again, and we'll check again for you when she calls in to see what kind of information we could get for you.
Well, I sure appreciate it, Martin, and I listen to you all the time. And if you do get in touch with it, tell her just come right down Hosea Skyline and see how it is.
Okay, I sure will ask, and I'm sure I'll be in touch with her, and we're going to ask her. She normally gives us a briefing on everything, and trust me, I do know that she, along with all the officials, are working hard. They're not sitting at their house or whatever. They're out there out and about, but she maybe just needs to know that you have a little trouble, and I'll see if I can get her notified of that.
Yes, sir, I understand that. Well, thank you very much, Martin. You're doing a good job, and thank everybody for doing what they're doing.
Well, thank you so much, sir.
Okay, man.
Bye-bye. HTV, you're welcome aboard the conversation. What would you like to talk about?
Hey, Martin.
Yes.
I called you this morning about the Bayou Black area, about Bayou Black Marina.
Correct.
That lady said earlier today about the Teakwood Kennel area that busted or something.
Yeah.
Can you, have you got a film crew out there that can take pictures? I want to see if my cam's all right.
Well, we have camera crews out and about. We're waiting for some more video to come in. And let me ask Jason while I have you on the phone. Anybody in yet, Jay? Okay. All right, well, let's do that right now. We're going to have Chris Carter coming to us from the Golden Meadow Floodgate, and then we're going to have another another film coming in from the Montague Pointe-au-Chien area.
All right. But there's nothing showing Bayou Black area, no film or nothing.
Yeah, no, we've been showing a lot of film, but it's just we're trying to get into some of these areas with some of the law enforcement officials. So
Okay.
we're going to get you some more footage as we get it in.
All right, because that's where it's at.
You got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. And let me give Jason just, he was asking me something on the IB. Let's go ahead and send Josh to get all that footage. And then what time was Chris Carter going to be coming to us from Golden Meadow? All right, that'll be in a few minutes. We'll get pretty much a live look from Golden Meadow. He's sending it to us through a communications line, which we have installed on the floodgate. So that seems to be working out pretty good. And let's go back to some phone calls. HTV, you're on the air. Go ahead, please. Hello? Yes.
Why can't I pick you up on satellite?
Well, we try. You can pick us up on UVerse, but if we could ask everybody, and I urge everybody, if you are on DirecTV, and know if you're on DirecTV right now, unless you're at somebody's house or you have a little antenna, which you can pick up at any of the stores that sell devices like that to catch us, then the problem with DirecTV is that when you go to get hooked up to DirecTV, they tell you, because I know a lot of people that we've sent over there to ask them, they tell you that they can catch HTV, when in fact they're not telling you the truth, because they don't feel this market is big enough to put us on. However, if you on DirecTV and you demand that they carry HTV, or you just simply switch back to your cable provider or any other means to catch us, then I'm sure they might get the message. So that's why, but there is a little antenna that you could hook up to your TV where you'd be able to catch us pretty good from our we broadcast over the air, so you'd be able to pick us up from that too. On channel 30. Okay? Thank you. I'm told now we have Miss Charlotte Randolph on the phone, Parish President of Lafourche. Hey Charlotte, how are you?
Good, Martin. Just waiting to see this leave us.
Yes, indeed, for sure. We had a gentleman on the phone a little while ago from Rosea Skyline, and on the street. I'm not sure exactly where that street is located, but I assured him that I would tell you the street, and he said they had about 3 houses with some water in it. So I told him that I would get you that information.
Okay, I appreciate that. That's behind the school, and we'll definitely, if we don't have somebody out there now, we'll definitely have them out there very quickly.
Okay, good. Now I'm looking at Charlotte, the one thing I see that's encouraging is that on your Golden Meadow floodgate and on our camera that we've installed over there, that water seems to have subsided about 8 inches to a foot as I could see it. So hopefully that means the tide is fighting that southern wind, or the southern wind's not enough to keep the tide from moving out, and that this thing's moving. So I think the dynamics might start to improve a little bit. Are you getting the same feel?
Well, we're getting the same feel on the southern end. Unfortunately, the changes now will be a focus on the northern end, where a lot of the water from Assumption Parish and other parishes above us will begin to drift toward this area as it meanders toward the Gulf. So we look at one area and breathe a little easier, and then look at another and realize that this thing could linger on for a couple more days.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We just want to get the system out, but hopefully if those tides drop out of there and you could open some of those structures, it actually works in reverse, doesn't it?
It does. It does. The gentleman in Bayou Blue, the area around the Hollywood Canal, that's certainly a big concern. What we've been able to determine too, Martin, is that Bayou Lafourche, the intercoastal and other waterways in this area are higher now than they were with Katrina.
Yeah, and you know what, I was wondering where those stats would fall, but it seems to me from all the reports we received that would be the case, because this one just sat on us where Katrina just was east and moved out the way. But you're right. I mean, what's the levels in Bayou Lafourche right now as compared to maybe 4 or 5 hours ago?
I don't have those statistics, but I would say if nothing else, it's the same.
Yeah.
They certainly aren't receding.
Okay, but so I guess the good news is that south of the floodgate is receding. So I would be a lot more alarmed if you told me they weren't receding and that floodgate showed me they were still going up. I would have a whole bunch. We had
to add an additional 1,000 feet of levee on the eastern side of Bayou Lafourche along the intercoastal. I say levee, some sand in that area, and certainly we have water in the Zalman's area right now too.
Okay, well, we appreciate it, Charlotte. Any more road information? What about the Burglar Rose Highway as it turns into the 4-lane? Is that still blocked off?
Yes, it is, and I know they're getting ready to block off 308 at Lafourche Crossing. So motorists in that area are advised to avoid that area, to take Highway 1. Residents have been pretty cooperative, and there's not a whole lot of traffic, but know that we're going to block off, the state will block off 308 at Lafourche Crossing. Okay,
very good. And so how you holding out? This one's been a little quacky, hasn't it?
It certainly keeps us alert, but at the same time, you got to have a little bit of downtime too,
just to try to get your senses back to you. But unfortunately, these things don't let us do that. But we appreciate you checking in with us and letting us know, and just keep us up to date, Charlotte.
Well, I'm the reporter. Certainly, the all hands on deck out there, the policemen and our field people are just continuously working out there, and we appreciate all of them.
All right, well, thank you, and we appreciate what you're doing, and appreciate talking to you. We'll talk to you a little later.
Okay, Morton.
Thank you. Jay, who did you say was on? All right, we have Mayor Richard Champagne. We have the mayor on from Lockport. How you doing, Mayor Champagne?
Hey, doing fine, doing fine.
Good. How's everything going over there?
Everything's going well. We have, as long as the pump station is operating, we're in pretty good shape. We're all watching, however, the company canal under the bridge. We have some time back, maybe about a year or so, we had a gate, a big cement gate built. And we're watching that very closely to see if we might have to put those gates in there. It would be the first time we ever use them if we do.
Right.
That would be the only area that we need to watch, we need to look at.
Mayor, could I ask you to do a favor to just put your TV or your monitor lower and just talk on the phone I could hear you without the feedback?
Oh, all right, good. Let me do that.
And thank you. But you've seen a few storms roll through.
Yeah, right.
This one's been a little hard to put the finger on, hasn't it?
Actually, yeah, it's very difficult because I thought perhaps since we had such calm weather yesterday that this thing was about done. When I got up this morning, it was a different story.
Yeah, it sure was. It sort of tried to get organized on us.
Yeah, right. It's very similar to Juan, and we did have water then because it topped the levees in the back. in the or on the with the near Lake Fields what was Lake Fields, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
It's all pumped out now.
What's your major concern from this point going out? What's your major concern?
Well, the major concern would be water getting into homes. If that would be the major concern, but as long as that pump station is operating, we ought to be in real good shape.
Yeah, and but it's just something you got to stay on, and just like any other mayor or parish president, you're always a little bit on edge because you're at the mercy of that pump station, right?
Exactly right. Yeah, if that thing doesn't function, we would be in trouble.
Well, we certainly
a lot of the low areas in town get water.
We certainly appreciate talking with you again. It seems like I just did a one-on-one with you, but didn't know I'd be talking to you so quickly again.
Okay, you're right.
Well, thank you, sir. Okay, sir.
For the opportunity.
Anytime. All right, there, the mayor of Lockport County. Any additional information for
We
him?
do have some updates on some road closures. We have some issue with some water breaching around the intercoastal on Crockett Street, but it's not causing a concern for a road closure at this time. 4 Point Road, Texas Gulf Road, the 7,000 block of Shrimpers Road, Dr. Beatrice Road, the 2200 block of Highway 665, and the 6800 block of Highway 57. And once again, some water on Prospect. It hasn't been blocked off as of yet, but if you can avoid it at all costs, try not to go down it as well.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back to the phone lines. They seem to all be popping and lit up. So we'll take a break. We'll come back on our continuing coverage of Tropical Storm Lee. Don't go away.